And we are live. Everybody, welcome back, loyal listeners, to season 2, episode 9 of the Point 3 podcast. It's Wednesday, June 19th. Crazy that June's already almost done. But we're thrilled to have everybody here once again. I am Hero Scroll. To my right, we have Spider Brando, and down below, Funko Lou. We are your favorite trio of hosts. Today, we're going to be talking about some MCU, some DCU news, some just some fun stuff, some rumors, hopefully telling you what is real and not real. And then also, we're going to be doing a Would You Rather game, Marvel edition, at the end of it. So definitely stay tuned for that. But if this is your first time here, or if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You follow us on our social medias, you hit the like button. All that goes a really long way. So without further ado, our first segment that we always start every live stream, the keep watching, keep reading, keep nerding out. It is not only a saying that we do say here, but it is also something that we live by and that we like to talk about for the nerd fandom and everything in between. So for keep watching, Spider Brando, what is your pick for this week?
Nothing other than The Boys.
Let's
Season
go.
4. I have watched episodes 1 through 3. I need episode 4 right now because it is just chef's kissing it.
Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying it so far?
I am, and there's been a couple complaints on it. It's like the lowest rated season so far, but we're only 3 episodes in, and I really like where the story's going. The performances on certain actors after last episode, Anthony Starr specifically. Oh,
he's crushing it right
great.
Heard he's
and I hear it's only going to get better in episode 4. So keep watching The Boys and Gen V if you haven't done that. An honorable mention to House of the Dragon. I haven't watched it yet, but that did just come out, so
yeah,
I got to get to that at some point.
Raise your hand if you have not seen anything from Game of Thrones. Period.
Dang,
2/3 of your favorite trio.
Yeah. It was actually funny because I was talking about that with some coworkers today because they're like big Game of Thrones, House of Dragon fans. One of them is actually just getting into Game of Thrones, and I think he's already on like season 6 or 7. But yeah, no, never seen anything. And I feel like that's one of those shows that once I start it, I will like it.
Yeah.
It's just putting the time into it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It is so worth it.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah.
One day we'll cover it here, and we'll definitely talk about it because I think it does deserve its own episode. But yeah, no, great stuff. Keep reading, Mr. Lou.
Listen, boys, it's a big one. It's a big one. We've been talking about the Hulk here on the Point 3 podcast. We're just saying we want more. We're demanding more. MCU do better. Guess what? They're not going to. I had to take the Hulk into my own hands, and over the weekend, the Point 3 podcast, I don't want to give too much away, but we did something, and I did something, and I want to shout out to Hero Scroll for not doing something else so that I could get the World War Hulk omnibus for a chef's kiss. Beautiful deal. And listen, as I'm going through and just doing Rome's, shout out to you for this. I'm just kind of breaking my omnibus in. I'm just flipping page here, page there, page here, page there, and it just gives you kind of like a precursor to the story as it's going to unfold. And I'm looking at these pages and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a massive laser beam from Earth, from space to Earth. Oh my gosh, this is Ghost Rider. Wow, Sentry. Oh wow. I'm just like, my mind is being blown as I'm going through and kind of like setting this whole thing up. So for reading, World War Hulk Omnibus, just kicked it off, and gosh, the Hulk is amazing. Just amazing. So yeah.
It's sad and fun to read those stories because it's like, dang, the Hulk really could be, no pun intended, something truly incredible.
Yeah.
He's just not right now. I think his stock has never been lower.
Buy Hulk. That's what I'm saying. Buy low. buy low. You can't go can't go any further.
Very true. Well, for our keep nerding out segment, Lou kind of alluded to it. This past weekend, we did finally meet up in person, the Point Three crew, and we did it at Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. So for our keep nerding out, we're just gonna kind of do a little bit of a breakdown, talk through it, things that we like, things that we saw, and we're not gonna show footage or pictures because those will be coming up in an upcoming vlog, releasing hopefully some point next week. But we'll keep you guys posted on that. But Spider Brando, how did you enjoy Heroes Con?
That was a 10 out of 10 trip. I looked back at some of the footage today of some mystery polls that we got, and boy, that one video of my reaction to a certain graded comic I got, it's beautiful. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna save the reactions for the vlog. But it was a great trip. Compared to New York Comic Con, it was cool to see like a more comic focus, whereas New York Comic Con is like general pop culture everything. Um, so that was cool. And it was nice to go there at myself 2 out of the 3 days. I kind of have like really be able to immerse myself. Whereas New York Comic Con, I went 1 day and it was busy as heck. So it was just like walking around. Do I want to wait on this line for 4 hours? Do I want to wait on that line for like half the trip? This was great to just walk around every booth, mingle, and see some cool comics that I never thought I would have seen. And cosplays too. That was great. Artists. It was great. I loved it.
Hero, what was your experience?
Man, I absolutely loved it. I agree with Spider Brando. This is the first con of that size that I've been to. I've been to smaller shows, but one that is a little bigger, a multi-day one. The first time, I will say the vibe is very different. There's definitely like a buzz in the air about it, and it's just so much fun. And I think you guys can also attest to this. But kind of going along with what Spider Brando said, is that going multiple days, I think, was the best option for sure. Because when you walk in, like as soon as you walk in, it's kind of overwhelming just how much you see. And it's mostly all filled, right? I'm pretty sure next year they will probably fill it even more, but there was so much. And I think even from Friday to Saturday to Sunday, the little bit that we were there, we saw new things each time that I'm pretty sure were there all 3 days.
Yeah.
But when you're just like, to do one walkthrough is just not enough. Like you will probably run out of time if you stop and actually look at things. You won't be able to do it in 1 day. And even if you were, you would still probably miss things. So I think even Sunday, for example, our game plan was a little different. We're going to start on it. We started on a different side, and then it felt completely different the way of the con. But yeah, so much fun. Getting to spend time with you guys in person was a lot of fun too. Getting to know you guys more personally too.
Yeah.
I think we kind of knew things already, but getting to do that face-to-face interaction is just very different. But I know we talk about it a little bit in the vlog, but it doesn't feel any different than how it is here, and I think that's really neat too. So but yeah, what a fantastic con, fantastic time. I can't wait to do it again next year, and then also at other cons.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all aligned on that, and I mean, it's not surprising, right? It is one of the coolest success stories of how social media has just benefited people's lives and obviously brought us together, and just to be able to have a virtual platform to where we can do what we love and talk about what we love and do it together and really grow a bond and a friendship and really, forge that together, but also it's like I feel like we took a big step as a podcast, and it's like, yo, I got my brothers that I'm doing with this with now. You know what I mean? So it just that's what happens when you experience things together, and we've been through a lot in so many different ways. And the con itself was fantastic. I mean, shout out to Charlotte and the convention center and all the people who organize it and the hosts and all that. And if there might be some people who are watching this live stream, whether it's live or recorded, who we met at the show. And shout out to Spider Brando for getting our first set of merch on our backs, and we were able to go through. And it's just cool, and it was just kind of cool to be recognized as a podcast. And I think it kind of solidified where we're at with 100 subscribers to YouTube, and hundreds of people across all platforms. But yeah, it was a great show, great experience. Loved meeting you guys. And it couldn't have been any better. Like it was more than I could have asked for, and it was a blast. And all the days, like it was just really, really done well. And shout out to the best trio of hosts, man, because shoot, like the industry, this community, you're all in trouble, because the Point 3 podcast just picked up a lot of steam over the weekend. So excited for the future.
Yeah, and that's on top of all the steam we already had.
Yeah,
like because we weren't stopping regardless.
Dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous. It's just like it's just an extra
train.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Don't step off the curb, people.
Yeah, I was gonna compare it to like a PED, but then I was like, let me not.
It's not like he hasn't done some of those either.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Where's the blue stuff, guys? Where's the blue stuff?
But yeah, be like we said earlier, be on the lookout for the vlog. You'll get a lot more behind the scenes stuff, and kind of a better tour of pictures of the con and the stuff that we did in between and all that. So again, be on the lookout for that. But let's transition over to our rapid fire news. Like we said, we have a good mix of the DCU and Marvel, but we do have two very quick general news. Spider Brando, do you want to take us away with, or start us off?
I would love to. So first off, we got Invincible Season 3 is expected to release in early 2025. That star Ross Marquand. I did not just butcher that. I did not just butcher that.
Yeah, we're gonna make up his name. It's a brand new character.
It's been a long day, but yeah, it gets me hyped to hear early 2025. So hopefully, like January time, 6 months from now. But it'd be cool with like February, March time. So we want season 3 right now. Season 2 is good, but we want more.
No mid-season break.
Oh, please.
Break. Please. No.
Yeah. Let's not have that happen again.
SB, you gotta hype out on this one, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna
say something that Paramount is just teasing me with, and I need it right now. An exclusive sneak peek of the Sonic movie 3 has been shown at Sydney, Europe. I am not sure what the footage entailed, but I did hear some rumors that Shadow was in it, and I need it. I need it right now. I packed a Shadow gym outfit for tomorrow just to manifest it dropping. The last time Across the Spider-Verse got like an exclusive look. The next day I wore a Across the Spider-Verse outfit to the gym, and the trailer dropped. So let's pray for my sanity that this shit drops tomorrow.
Drop it.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Drop it.
Yeah. And I won't lie, getting to spend time with you over the weekend has just made my appreciation for Sonic go up.
I did say that. I was talking about that too.
Yeah. So I think I'm also on the hype train of like, let's drop this trailer so we can like actually talk about it and react, and then like go back and actually watching the first two ones, because I still haven't seen them yet. But it'll be fun to take that journey with you guys because I know Spider-Man, you're gonna hype me up for it. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, I echo that, and I'm ready for my own little, mini shadow season here. So
Yeah,
just saying.
I gotta
Just
do a
saying.
double feature one night.
one night.
I like
Or
it.
just like a 2 week. I don't know. Just we gotta watch a host a movie night for both of them before the third movie comes out.
Where
And
can people watch the movie nights?
over in I gotta follow up the banner, our Discord.
Yeah, there you go.
You get live updates, behind the scenes chats. We posted a good amount of not good amount, but little teases of our Heroes Con trip in there. So
Yeah.
if you're not in there, join it. And we also have a Deadpool 1 and 2 double feature this upcoming Saturday at 8:30 or 8 p.m. I don't know if I changed the time or not, but between 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere in that range, just to get ready for Deadpool and Wolverine. And in a couple more weeks, there's going to be a Logan movie night and X-Men Days of Future Past movie night. So you got to prep for that movie because it's coming in just about a month away. So
Yeah,
join the Discord if you're not in it. The link's in like all of our YouTube video bios and somewhere on our channel page.
yeah. Exciting times. But the DCU also brings exciting times, and we got some DCU news. Lou, do you want to take us away?
Oh, absolutely. This is perfect, and it could not be more timely after some conversations we had over the weekend. A couple things from James Gunn, the only source that you really need for your DCU news besides the Point 3 podcast. But James Gunn was talking about the DCU at the Annecy Film Festival, and he said, quote, "Our characters can move in and out of animation or jump into a game or onto the big screen, but they will remain consistent throughout. Same character, same history, same actor." Oh my gosh, that is like literally a chef's kiss. And to be honest with you guys, it's very refreshing to know that world building is such a priority with the DCU upon its inception before we get into Creature Commandos and Superman. But quick question for you guys. Do you feel he's mentioned that he's stuck to his guns for a year plus now, no pun intended, but Hero, do you think that this is going to be a positive for the DCU or negative?
No, absolutely a positive. Absolutely a positive. Because I think of all the times that I hear people, especially when we're at a movie theater or just online, when you interact with people who enjoy these things more at a casual level, and they're like, I don't know. Their big confusion at times is, for example, if you have a Batman movie and then another Batman project, the big question they're asking are these the same people? So to have this kind of come out and happen to where if we see, and I know I'm only mentioning this because this is the biggest example as of right now because we know it's confirmed, but Rick Flag Sr. being in Creature Commandos and then being in Peacemaker, played by the same person, same lore. So,
Yeah,
that's just a win.
Yeah. SB?
Sorry, I was muted. I love it. I think it's just lets them open up their world so much more to where Blue Beetle might not get like a second movie, but this could be a little filler arc, and I may have just spoiled the upcoming news thing.
And called it filler. It's just like, who wants to watch Blue
Not
Beetle?
filler,
Just,
but no, I don't need filler. It's just like a tie-in in between.
Yeah.
I'm all for Blue Beetle. Like, this will be just random stories that might not deserve movies, but like deserve to be told for their character arcs.
Yeah.
Like, imagine X-Men 97. Just they became the MCU X-Men. How freaking cool would that be?
Yeah. I think we can all kind of attest to the confusion that was set around What If, with actual voice actors participating in the show, but then the stories aren't canon, but it's the multiverse, and where does it go? And then at the end of season 2, they tie into something that happened in live action. You're like, is it canon? They're like, everything's canon. It's Marvel. So is it? I don't know. But to Spider Brando's point, there's some Blue Beetle news. An animated series is in development at DC Studios. The series will build from the movie, but divert from telling the same story. Angel Manuel Soto and Gareth Dunnett Alcocer will be executive producers, and this comes via Deadline. So, goodbye, Spider Brando. See you later.
It was so exciting that Spider Brando just disappeared into the nether. That's how big this
I
news
don't
is.
know what happened. I tried changing my hotkey for my mic button to like my back button on my mouse, and it just completely backed me out of the tab.
Didn't like that.
Oh, bro, that was hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious. But since you mentioned Blue Beetle and just disappeared into the ether and came back, what did you learn? How good is Blue Beetle from what you just saw in the future? No, I'm just kidding.
That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be good. I'm super excited for it. I liked the movies and want to see more of Zolo's character, and Zolo as Blue Beetle.
Yeah. And this is the best way, I think, to kind of, like you were saying earlier, Spider-Man, to just bridge a gap either in between movies or the character's next appearance. Because honestly, maybe Blue Beetle won't get another, there won't be a Blue Beetle 2, but we'll get an animated to continue to build the story. And then we see him in something like Teen Titans or something like that, where we've already seen the history of this character and we don't, we already have it. So this is exciting. I love the fact, and especially if you've been watching Point 3 for a while, we're big advocates on using animation to continue to tell your story. And
100%.
This is exactly what James 100%. Gunn is doing, both with Creature Commandos and then also this.
Yeah, and kind of the last thing to wrap up the DC portion of the news for this week, to build on top of, animation, games, and something where characters are bouncing in and out, like James Gunn had mentioned. James Gunn also commented on whether the audience will be required to watch other projects to understand any DCU project. And his statement was no. Although they're connected and in the same universe, every project should work as an individual story in and of itself. And I just want to throw a quick comment out here because I don't want to compare everything to the MCU, but inevitably it's going to happen. And I think that there is a crossing of wires that I've seen just across the internet to this comment of being like, well, then it's not going to be a connected universe. They're really not building to this whole chapter plan that they laid out. Like, this is all kind of just bogus information. If everything's going to be self-contained in an individual project, what's the point? And I think that there's a very small difference that puts this comment on the other side of the fence from kind of what we're seeing in the MCU, to where there is no end to the road. Therefore, every project feels disjointed because you can't cleanly take one project and tie it to the next, or lead a group of projects to something like an Avengers event or a Civil War type style team up movie. I think really what he's saying, in the way that I interpreted this comment, is the project will be special and will lean towards this character, but it'll be built in a way to where you can pick this character up and put them on a different piece of the chessboard, and you know exactly who that's going to be, and they'll play their role based on the overall story when they get to an eventual Justice League, or even a Creatures Commando, or you get a team up in Peacemaker, or you get a Titans or something along those lines. You're not going to question, just like we didn't question the Guardians when they showed up in Infinity War. Those types of things, they're going to carve out their own individual style and flavor. So curious what you guys thought of this and kind of how you interpreted this comment overall.
Yeah, it just continues to give hope for what they're trying to do with the DCU. Right, because like you said, it's going to avoid a lot of confusion from people's standpoints of wondering what's going to happen later. Because when you manage to tell an individual story, you can kind of get where it's going to go next, just kind of based off of like the clues that they leave, right? The problem is, like you said, when they try to aim too big and they're constantly looking at what's over the fence and what's next and where they're gonna end up, I think it's easy to forget you have to explain the journey they're on currently instead of just looking at the end point. So
I like that. It kind of gets me thinking of like what Sean Levy said about Deadpool and Wolverine with not having to watch any prior X-Men or movie before that. But we kind of thought negative on that just because of the type of movie Deadpool and Wolverine was. But with like a whole new DC universe, perfectly okay with it. Start fresh. Get rid of the old junk.
Yeah, man. I just think he's doing a great job getting ahead of these things to kind of level set expectations for this, instead of looking at Superman and be like, where's Batman? Like, that's not the point. Like, it's a Superman movie. So to your point, and that's exactly what I thought of, and I was going to mention it, that Sean Levy comment of just like, put the nerd talk away for a second, quit theory crafting about the overall MCU, enjoy this film and see where they take it next, and then build after that, instead of looking for this little pebble in the corner and like, oh my gosh, Kang is in this movie. I can't believe Kang is in this movie. It's like, no, Kang's not in this movie. It's just a rock shape that looks like Kang. Like, it's like looking at the clouds, like, it's a dragon. Like,
yeah.
No.
So there's a bunch of people that think like some boys in Deadpool and Wolverine after these like
I don't know,
exclusive photos that came out. But I'm like,
even if it is
fine.
Yeah.
They probably recasted whoever wrote that character.
Yeah. It'll be
7 different times.
Yeah.
Recasted. Oops.
It'll be interesting to see what the DCU does for a general audience, though. So we just have to stay tuned to that and stay tuned to the channel, because we're definitely covering all of that, especially with our Road to Superman series.
Oh yeah.
But let's move into some Marvel news, kind of continuing on with the Deadpool and Wolverine. We're gonna rapid fire this first part of it because it's just kind of general news. But Asia is going to have a nice little piece of Deadpool before us, especially in Japan, because it's going to release 2 days early, July 24th. So beware, be careful on social media of spoilers. If you can, go dark. Definitely before this happens, so you don't get anything spoiled. But it was also cleared for a release in Japan, or not Japan, China, which is big for the movie. So Lou, I know, is probably going to eat his words of this movie not hitting $1 billion. They just served it up with milk for him.
Oh, dude, the best.
Yeah.
The best.
But this also came with the announcement, I think it was today or yesterday, I can't remember. But Sean Levy says that the post-production for the film has finished, so we are officially good to go. We know that there's not going to be any delays. So Deadpool and Wolverine, July 26th. Be on the lookout for our preview episode of that before.
That's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a fun one.
That's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be crispy.
Yeah.
One of I don't know, our preview will be crispy.
It's gonna be both are. They just need to subscribe to watch it,
Yeah.
Looking into the future though of Deadpool, specifically Deadpool 4 came out kind of in a rumor mill this week. It will be released after the multiverse saga has concluded. There we go. So we should expect Deadpool to become a staple character along the Fantastic Four and the X-Men /mutants. So, Lou, how are you feeling about Deadpool being such a staple character? Because I do think everybody kind of figured that Deadpool 4 would be a while away, probably post a small reboot. But I don't know if anybody expected him to be such a staple.
I mean, this kind of makes me feel like they're not going the reboot. And if they do, it might be soft, but they're carrying characters over, which I don't mind, right? Because it's kind of the same thing with the DCU in a way. But if it's Deadpool 4 specifically, I don't know. I think there's still room for interpretation. Just like this isn't Deadpool 3, this is Deadpool and Wolverine. So like that character does carry over. Whatever version of that we get, I'm glad that it will be Deadpool, and I hope that it stays Ryan Reynolds. Oops. I think that's a good thing, though. I'll put it this way. I think it's smart to say Deadpool is going to return, and people love Deadpool. Like that's a character to look forward to. So lots of opportunities, and a shout out to potential crossover, hopefully with the Midnight Suns. Big fan of that.
100%. And Spider Brandon, I'll kick this question over to you. Do you feel like it's smart that they're kind of trying to already, maybe through some of these rumors and insider scoops, let us know what the next focus of the MCU will be? Because what we can say right now would be your Cap, your Iron Man, your Thor, your Avengers characters, right? And it kind of seems like what they're trying to say is that after this multiverse song, it's going to switch over to the Fantastic Four and more X-Men. Do you think that's a smart move?
Yes. Us crazy Marvel fans need some direction. So knowing that, I'd be happy with it instead of all these stupid theories of kind of like what's gonna happen, who's gonna be the new Tony, all this new stuff. So, I mean, it's nothing. As long as it's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, still perfectly okay with it. I can't picture anyone else as Deadpool within the next like 5 years. It's gotta be a little bit.
I don't think anybody does, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really think Deadpool would be one of those cool characters to take to animation, though, and voiced by Ryan Reynolds. I think it'd be awesome.
He would be great in like post reboot too. Just imagine all the freaking quips he can make of like potentially just like knowing what happened before, and like say they get a new Iron Man, he'll be like, "Aren't you supposed to be like Robert Downey Jr.?" Like that's a huge fourth wall break joke right there.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, Deadpool, expect more of him. But like we said, another group of characters we're going to expect more of the Fantastic Four, and this is via the show's unofficial best friend, Daniel RPK. Fantastic Four will reportedly take place primarily in the final frontier of outer space. How are we feeling about this one, gents? If I'm being honest, it kind of makes sense, especially with all the rumors that we've heard of Silver Surfer being in it and Galactus being cast. This makes it takes the cake in terms of like kind of an unconfirmed secret that I think this is gonna happen.
A while ago, I had a theory when the Marvels was coming out, and Captain Marvel would somehow just run across into Fantastic Four in space. I am tripling down on that theory now. And I do believe, I don't know what universe, not like our MCU Captain Marvel, but it would be cool to see a version of that like crossover happening to get a little hint and make us guess whose Captain Marvel it is. So this could be possible now. Because it sure wasn't possible in the Marvels.
Wouldn't it be something if the Fantastic Four that we get are from the universe that Monica Rambeau is in?
Honestly, the more I thought about it, the more that kind of makes sense. And I think we did kind of. I was going to say we were talking about this when we were at HeroesCon, actually.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those weird situations where it's like, how do you write the Fantastic Four into this universe while still making it feel good? Because most of the answers just seem kind of like too convenient and like kind of boring.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see till next year. Around closer to this time, we'll have known a lot of details. So, but stick with us to the Road to Fantastic Four series as well. A movie I don't think any of us are super excited for, but some rumors that we're here to kind of throw in the trash, right, and burn it. In Venom: The Last Dance, this was via the V Scooper. Null, yeah, that's right. The god of symbiotes, Null, will be sending a symbiote army after Venom as he needs Venom to execute a secret master plan. Now, if you heard that and you heard, wow, or you thought, wow, that's really dumb and kind of vague, it's because, yes, it is. And no shade to the B Scooper if this is his, personal thoughts, but it is kind of dumb and very vague. And some other insiders kind of came out saying this wasn't real. Null is not in it. That Sony is saving Null for later on down the line, which I do think if they're gonna use him, makes a lot more sense to use him down the line instead of right here. I don't know about you guys, but don't put Null in Venom: The Last Dance. Don't even tease Null.
Don't put Noel. Don't put a 10-year-old Peter Parker. It's just don't put anything in the movie, and don't freaking. Just I don't even know what I want this movie to be. It just to be something that ends this damn SSU.
Hey, here's the thing that I don't understand is how these millionaires are sitting in a boardroom and they're like, all right, we got this movie. What's the idea? And somebody comes in and they slide them a yellow piece of paper. I just picture it as yellow. And they're just like, great idea. Let's not commit to a Peter Parker again. Let's just hint at a Peter Parker. And they're like, okay, I'm listening. And they're like, let's not hint at the origin of symbiotes. Let's just give them a little taste of more symbiotes. And they're like, this is a great idea. Let's quarter bake this. Not even half bake this movie. Let's quarter bake this movie. People are going to be really satisfied. And we're going to be pulling Deadpool Wolverine numbers. Send it. And I just don't get it. I still don't get it. This would V Scooper, I'm sorry, but is a bad idea, but it's probably better than anything Sony's done. I would take I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would take this. I would wholeheartedly take this and I'd be like, wow, at least we might get something cool and say like it's been done versus them kicking the can down the road to nothingness for whatever their future Sony, God knows what is going to be like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I completely understand that too. It's just like I think we're all feeling. It's just Venom: The Last Dance just feels like such a nothing kind of movie, and for you to kind of start burning the candle on one of your best big bads that you can use because of all the rights and stuff. Null is a character they can use, I think. It just feels so premature to do. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
Okay, one quick question on this one. If Null was included, and let's say they did an Avengers 1 style Thanos-ish type of thing to where it's just like he does it. He just sends it, gives the command, gives the order, and it just happens. But like we see that there is a Null. Would that fall into the bucket of no-nos for this movie and for Sony today?
I feel like that depends on what happened. What else happens in the movie? Because we know that this is Tom Hardy's last go. Well, yeah. Ooh, I see what you did there. That was good. It's his last dance as Venom. So, like, seeing Noel, would that bring any hype? Not knowing exactly what's gonna happen next. But like, if they do so, like the symbiote going to Tom in No Way Home or some other potential Spider-Man, I'd be pretty happy at that and like excited. That'll probably give me the most excitement Sony's given me in the last
while.
In a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Until you see Craven.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta wait till
Craven
October,
time.
November. Yeah, it's hunting time, baby.
Yeah.
No, I think that falls into the bucket of no either way.
For sure.
Because again, to me, the second you show Null on screen, you start a timer for people. Yeah. I mean, just look at the stuff with the Eternals and all that. People, are like, when are they coming back? When are they coming back? The Eternal sucks because of this. And I don't want that treatment for Noel at all. I think when he comes in, he should wreck shop, wreck everybody, and that's it. Like that's really how you leave it. So yeah, don't start your timer on Noel. Don't do it again.
Fair enough.
Next up, we're gonna burn through these next three kind of quicker because they're just kind of confirmations of stuff that we don't know too much about yet. But Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated series that's coming to Disney Plus, will release November 2nd. So time to start getting a little bit hyped up for some hopefully good Spider-Man content that isn't from Sony. But the bigger thing coming out of it is that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio will reprise their roles as Daredevil and Kingpin. Now, we do know that for a while that Daredevil was confirmed for this series when they released the concept arts. It's going to be in his like old black armor suit. I don't think Kingpin was confirmed though. So this is kind of a nice little, a nice little surprise to know that hopefully Spidey and Kingpin they'll start sowing the seeds for what we hope will be in Spider-Man 4.
No, nothing like adding some volume for a character to make you forget about the lower parts that they've appeared in. Cough, cough, Kingpin.
Do I hear an echo anywhere? Did I hear
bro,
that,
you hear a Hawkeye. That's what you hear. You hear a hawk.
I heard a hawk in my eye. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, we're trying to forget about those. Another exciting, hopefully Spidey content related thing though, Sean Levy actually kind of made a comment about a Deadpool and Spider-Man film. I almost said Deadpool and Wolverine film, but a Deadpool and Spider-Man film that he would love to make that. And he said a quote that he feels like Tom Holland would run circles around everyone else. And Spider-Man, I saw you threw up are perfect. There you go. And I think we all kind of, is that a 0.3 certification that a Deadpool and Spidey film would be?
Oh, sold.
Yeah.
Done. Easy.
Yeah. So out of order.
Yeah, I would instantly buy into that 100%. Like all my money.
That would be must see.
I need it. I've always wanted to see Spidey, Daredevil, and Deadpool. Specifically, that trio team up before. So that's just one step closer at it.
One day. Kind of a spoiler warning for Deadpool and Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. Well, actually, let me give you guys a minute in case you don't want to hear it again. Spoiler warning for Deadpool and Wolverine. This was kind of, I guess, leaked or confirmed by insiders. But much to the chagrin of our poor Funko Lou, Hugh Jackman will be wearing his cowl in Deadpool and Wolverine, but for a reported 10 minutes only. Yeah.
Oh, I feel rage every time I read this or hear it.
Yeah. Berserker rage? Yeah. I kind of do too. I think that is a little sad that this came out before, but
we knew.
I was gonna say I think this was kind of that like we knew, we just didn't want to accept it. We were in denial. We were in the first stage of grief. Yeah. So
totally.
It's better than nothing though. It's the only thing I can think of.
It is true. And
10 minutes of a 2-hour, 7-minute movie.
It's a good amount. And hopefully what we get with it
could be like 30 seconds and like him just like putting it on and I don't know. That's it. So we'll see.
We'll see. Our last piece of news that we're going to burn through before we talk one more kind of bigger piece. The Russo brothers, it was rumored starting like this week for some reason that they were serving as producers on Cap 4. And kind of like the Venom Last Dance one, we're kind of going to nip that in the bud because various reporters came out and were like, no, this is not real. They are not tied into it at all. I think from what I saw, one of them say it was a mistake on a listing. It was a mistake on a listing. So they are not producers on Cap 4, which I think we can all kind of agree. As much as it sucks that they're not, it's kind of a good thing.
There's literally no way. Like if their fingerprints are on any part of this movie, it would not be as much butt as it is right now. So
Yeah.
that's when I saw this, I was like, that's absolute garbage.
Yeah. Agreed. What is absolutely not garbage though, and I do think deserves to be talked about. But yesterday there was a Nintendo Direct, a smaller showcase where they did show some bigger things, but alongside confirming a couple of bigger Nintendo games, they did confirm that a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection, the arcade classics, will be coming this year in 2024. So far, it is confirmed for Steam and PlayStation and Nintendo Switch.
Xbox.
No Xbox, unfortunately.
Dang.
Yeah, no Xbox, unfortunately. But I do hear rumors that it isn't totally out of the picture. It's just as of right now, not in the picture. But it's going to be including Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which are both games that have not been available for the longest times.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and then I think Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and then The Punisher, which is a beat 'em up classic made by Capcom. Guys, this is huge. Huge. And shout out to Nintendo, Capcom, Marvel for announcing this at the perfect time, since X-Men 97 is still on the minds of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but growing up, Marvel vs. Capcom to this day still one of my favorite games. So
that's why you guys can't see it. That's why like Psylocke is one of my favorite characters. Just because of old Marvel vs. Capcom stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never owned a Marvel vs. Capcom. I think I've played them at like my friend's house or like arcades, but I've never actually owned one to like play and grind.
Well, that's the big deal, is that these games for the longest time were kind of hard to own. I mean, they did make Ultimate or Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then they did release a collection for the PlayStation 3 era. I think it was Marvel Superheroes and then Marvel vs. Capcom 1. But then about a couple of years later, they took it off digital sales.
Mm.
So you could, for the longest time, you haven't been able to get this. And then also, if you do want to play it in, like, if you are a classic game collector, these games go for a pretty penny.
Yeah.
I think we actually saw a couple of them at Heroes Con, and I think we saw them no less for what, $200?
Oh, I think 200 was the floor. Somewhere pushing like 750, 800, almost $1,000.
Yeah, if they're graded. So it is not super accessible. And then I think this was last year towards the beginning, we did get that arcade 1-up.
Mm.
But the problem is arcade 1-ups are $600. So, we did get these games again, but they were, I mean, for most of us, I would say that's not really super
attainable.
Yeah. So for it to be coming out now with $60, probably at its max $60, that's truly incredible. That's awesome. With all the like hidden characters and all that. And then also what we have to remember is Marvel vs. Capcom just thought it was dead because the last one kind of killed it, unfortunately. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 didn't do as much for people, but it still had a good, like, hardcore dedicated audience. And then Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came and shot it violently down for various reasons. So for this to come out, it's a big deal because it shows there's a working relationship between these two companies, and that Marvel kind of cares about this property. So if
I'm excited for that.
I know. I was gonna say, if you are even remotely interested in seeing either a Marvel versus Capcom, technically 5, or a numbered 4, then this is the best way to kind of ensure that happens, is to buy
They
this. Show interest.
Announced. Oh, sorry. Did they announce the month it's coming out? 'Cause I swear, if it's like September, October, I'm going bankrupt.
They have not. They have not.
Probably gonna be
It
rough.
just says
2024. Yeah.
But it'll probably end up being somewhere in the later half of the year because we're almost done with the year. So, or we're about to enter the second half.
Oh, this is coming out for PS4?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't quite understand what's going on.
Yeah, whatever works. You can still play it, but still interesting. Not
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, stay tuned as we'll probably report on some of that.
Yeah, Spider Brando. Let's get some live streaming going on this. Let's take a hiatus from for a week. Like, let's all just play this and enjoy this because this is big. This is big.
Yeah,
I'd be
JT, we appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we hope you're having a great day.
What's up, JT?
Yeah, you joined us right on time though for our deep dive, a would you rather game, guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this?
12.
I know you guys don't know any of the prompts, so it might be low, but
no. Anytime you can play a would you rather, it's a dangerous game.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Well,
we don't back out here at the point 3. We choose.
Yeah. Well, to kind of explain the game for those that don't really know what would you rather is, I'm going to ask Lou and Spider Brando a series of would you rather questions. We're going to talk about it and come to a conclusion and pick which one of those we would rather do, experience, see. We got all of these here. And we even got one that was sent in to us from our Discord. So if you want a chance for your answers to ever be shouted out here on the show, that's the best way. Join us there. But without further ado, would you rather Marvel edition? All right, gentlemen, we're going to start this one kind of light. All right, kind of fun. So would you rather have a workout session with Captain America Steve Rogers or
on your left
have a talk about life with Daredevil?
Oh, dang.
Yo, that is tough. That is super, super, super tough.
Dang. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a workout with Captain America.
Oh, give me a one-on-one with some Maddie M.
I mean, I would love that, but I feel like he would just like destroy my life choices a lot. And Captain America would just destroy my body in pause.
Whatever you do in your spare time, bro.
Great training regimen way, because I have been slacking in the gym.
True, bro, but I mean, you gotta think about it.
You gotta think about it. Heartbeats, being like, "Why'd you do this?"
Best therapist, though, he's gonna ask you a question. And why are you BSing yourself, Spider Brando? Let's get to the core of this issue.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to lie to him.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It just brings me to think about the rooftop Punisher scene and the whole utilitarian versus like Punisher's philosophy talk. And boy, I don't know if I could handle that. I don't think I could handle a workout with Captain America either. But
I was gonna say, here's my thing: I would personally pick that talk with Daredevil because I think it would be very interesting. He'd bring up a lot of great points about like my life, his life in general. But the big problem is Cap is gonna sit there and bench like 600, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm about to go for a PR of like 1,000 pounds. Can you spot me?" I'm gonna be like, "No, I literally can't." Like, you're on your own, Cap.
Yeah, no. And plus, think about that, like all the people that will probably be around. Like he's, like you probably wouldn't even make it through a workout. Then at that point, you took pre-workout for nothing. At that point, you just have to either you got the tingles and you got to take a dump, or you work out alone. It's a tough choice. I don't know. I'm picking Matt Murdock. I'm picking Daredevil.
Yeah, I'm second that, but I think either one would be fun.
All
right.
Pick Cap still.
Cap. All right.
Okay.
Well, enjoy having the world's most sore muscles after. All right. That was a good starter. Let's get into another juicy one, shall we? Would you rather, gentlemen, have a symbiote, but you are part of Null's hive mind?
Okay.
Or would you rather have the power cosmic, but you are a herald of Galactus?
I'm gonna go Harold.
Ooh, why?
I'm also going to go Harold.
Nobody wants symbiotes? Think of all the
I have-
cool stuff you
I've
get.
seen Silver Surfer go good from after being a herald, but I haven't really seen a symbiote besides Sony's Venom anti-hero stuff go good. And I don't want to be part of Noel's crazy hive mind. I don't want to be a symbiote and like attached to some host that I have to be a host for and eat people and
Might have
stuff.
to eat somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to taste some brains.
Or instead, I just scope a planet and I'm like, there aren't it. There's no life on this one. You can have this one, Galactus. And he's like, all right, feed me more. And I'm like, I just sit my lonely thoughts just floating through space. I'm like, dang, what's life?
Yeah.
You know? And then Thor comes up and I smoke him.
Mm.
Just saying.
But you could smoke him if you're part of Null's mind.
I know, but I just, dude, Clintar talk, no thanks.
Yeah. Oh my god, good point. Because you're just gonna be hearing a bunch of voices in your head.
Yeah,
all
no.
the time. You're gonna be walking down the street and Null's gonna be like, eat that guy.
I just think of so many things. Like we're crossing the street in Charlotte at the con, and somebody like cuts us off in front of us, and they drive down the street. Bro,
Mhm.
one of us are tendril grabbing them through the back windshield, and we're just gonna be like, never again. Whack.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think if you're part of Null's mind, you're probably gonna have to do some pretty like evil stuff. With Galactus, at most, you're destroying a planet, so it's not as like personal, I guess.
One person, whole planet. I don't know.
Yeah, take your pick. Eat someone's brains, or
Yeah.
destroy a whole planet, or help destroy a planet, because you're technically
help.
not doing it.
We're just an accomplice to just potential mass, destruction. But
you're in space, though.
Nothing counts in space. It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I double
All
down.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say that was a 0.3 certified. I don't think anybody wants to be with Null. All right. Well,
That's a good
here's another tough one. I'm very curious to see your guys' answer to this. You're a minion, right?
Like
And
Despicable
you're
Me?
doing- Yeah, despicable. Yeah,
That's the first thing.
you're
I
a
thought.
despicable minion.
Banana.
Whoever you want to be a despicable minion for, and a superhero / vigilante come in. So, gentlemen, who would you rather get a beat down from? All right. Your two choices: a pissed off Punisher or a pissed off Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Punisher will freaking just
Savor
put
the
some
moment.
bullets. Yeah. Oh, if you savoring every punch, put some bullets in you, stab you a little bit. I don't know about that one. Spider-Man, he might not pull his punches with like symbiote or something, but we know he's not out there for blood to really kill.
Yeah, I could be hanging from a light pole with a pissed off Spider-Man, but Daredevil, I could be like in an Irish bar and this man's just slicing me with glass everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm still alive. Why?
Yeah, I think I kind of agree, because I think Punisher is like too meticulous. So he would find a way to make it hurt even more just because.
Yeah. But nothing vital gets hit. Just all the other things. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like I got 4 rounds in my leg. I got a shotgun wound in my shoulder. And I'm just like, someone just please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with Spider-Man, I feel like it'll hurt a lot, but that'll be it.
Okay, here's a question for clarification, because I might change my answer though, because is the piss off Spider-Man, are we talking like he hits me or he disarms me pissed off? Like I'm pissed off, I have to get somewhere, pissed off like I'm going through you.
Yeah, no, I'm going through you, Spider-Man.
Oh,
And I'm going through you, Punisher. Like these are both like very determined, very mad characters.
I'm gonna say I'm a goon in Spider-Man 1 or 2. And I know when I get angry and I play that game, I'm just wrecking combos on these people, and I'm about 4 stories in the air getting whacked. So no thank you. I don't like heights, but I also don't want to get like web dropped on my head after that. I might pick Punisher. I might. There's enough ammo I could jump in front of something and just end it all.
Fair point. It's like all the TikTok videos that came out around Spider-Man 2, where he like punches someone in the air and like bounces them off.
Yeah.
Concrete. Yeah.
Like, could you imagine that? Where I'm running from him on train tracks, and I'm just like, I'm gonna jump off, and I just get webbed, and he's like, Scorpion style, get over here, and I'm just getting ravaged. Like, no thanks. Spider-Man's scarier. I'm gonna go Punisher. Lock it in.
I'm sticking with Spider-Man.
Bro.
I just feel like it's
Once I
more
show
of
him
a,
this Spider-Man tattoo, would he really beat me up? And
yes, he would. 'cause
Bro,
he'd
when
be
your
like,
arm is like 4 blocks down the road.
he will be, because he's like, I'm neither of these Spider-Man. I'm the 10-year-old one from Venom Last Dance.
And I'm mad. Someone took
Yeah.
my candy.
That's why I'm so mad. My thing is, I feel like Punisher it'll be more of a mental thing as well. So for that reason, I think I'll pick Spider-Man. I'll take
All right.
not walking ever again from a concrete spider bounce.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good choices here. Good choices.
Yeah, this
All
is
right.
good.
Next up, would you rather be the lowest rung worker at damage control? So you're picking up Chitauri guts, rubble, blood, all the good damage control stuff. Or would you rather be the lowest rung henchman for the Kingpin?
Ooh. Shout out to Kaiju number 8 for being the low man on the total pole, cleaning up some goo. No, thank you. No, bro. Let me do that because I'll be safe. But if I'm a Kingpin henchman, I know someone's rolling up like a Spider-Man or a Punisher or just someone. Please don't.
that's a good point.
I just need to feed my family.
I feel that's
clean
a
up
good
poo-poo.
point. I would rather be safe and do that than
The tracksuit mafia guy.
yeah.
I
You
was
never
gonna
know
say,
when you might get randomly shot as a henchman and
Ronan shows up.
pulling up. Ronan shows up, Daredevil shows up, Spider-Man shows up, and I don't want to mess with any of them.
yeah, that's true. But you guys,
Kingpin might just hate you because it's like, oh, you didn't get the milk the right way I wanted it, and then
there you go.
off.
You said exactly why I wouldn't even pick it, because I feel like, Spider-Man on a random night, I'll get punched a couple times. That's about it. But if I mess up and the Kingpin comes to see me personally,
Oh, you're toast.
And it's not going to be fun.
No, bro. That's one thing they've got pretty consistent from a live action perspective. You are expendable if you work under Kingpin. They're like, oh, why is this tarp hanging up in the hallway? I'm like, oh, shoot.
Nah, I'm dead. Uh-oh. Yeah.
He's going to roll me up, put me in the trunk.
Yeah, but then also, like, just imagine how bad, like, 3-day-old Chitauri guts off a building is going to smell.
Hey, they
Bro.
got masks, dude. We got
I'll sell it.
We got technology.
Yeah.
We got
I'll-
stuff to help it out a little bit.
Oh, damn. My idea led me to Kingpin. I was like, let me just sell this alien technology, and then I get this whole storyline of where now I'm caught up with Kingpin. Oh, shoot.
All roads
I'm a criminal
lead to
either way.
Kingpin. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll pick damage control as well.
Nice.
Yeah, 0.3 damage control.
Nice.
Wins their series, huh?
Wrestling damage control? Sorry.
No,
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
I think they're dead on the water, unfortunately.
As Kingpin henchman, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Next one. These next two I made specifically for Spider Brando, but I'm curious to hear both of your guys' takes.
That before.
Yeah. Spider Brando, You're the single eligible bachelor between the three of us here.
Now I feel attacked.
No, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Because this, depending who you ask, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
So you're in the Spider-Man universe,
Oh.
whichever one you want, and you get a date. So who would you rather take on a date? MJ or Gwen Stacy?
Oh,
That's tough.
shoot. Dang,
That's-
this is going on the internet for life. Oh, dang.
You said any universe?
Yeah, any universe, MJ or Gwen Stacy, whichever you want.
Oh.
Who you taking?
Well, I sure as hell ain't taking Toby's MJ. She was a freaking bitch.
Dang. No love for Kristen Dunst here.
No, I mean, she's attractive, but just like the way her character was in those movies, freaking bitch.
Hey, Harry. Hiya, Peter.
Meanwhile, I got Emma Stone over there. I'm going Gwen, no matter what. I think.
Gwen?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. That's tough.
Wow.
That's tough. They're both kind
Man.
of like my type, so I don't know.
It is a hard question.
Final answer, Gwen. Lock it in.
Gwen? What do you have a specific version? Or just Gwen Stacy?
Just Gwen Stacy.
Fair.
I'd pick one for you.
Yeah, I think I'd pick Gwen for you too.
She's always meant to be Peter's one true first love.
Yeah.
The obvious
Or
sad thing is
curveball.
that she dies, but
Curveball.
Oh.
I'd pick Silk for you.
God. Next question.
No, I understand. Well, next one. Also made for Spider-Man, but this one we can all answer because
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Involving eligible bachelor.
Yes.
All right. Sony comes up to you. They're like, hey, we have a proposition. All right.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. They're like, hey, do you want us to make Spider-Man 4?
Oh,
Toby
God.
Spider-Man 4.
Don't tell me it's gonna be
But you have to use Morbius in it. Jared Leto Morbius.
Oh.
Or you can have the Amazing Spider-Man 3. But you have to use characters from Madam Web. All of them.
Whoa. This is hot.
Damn.
This is hot.
That's tough. I feel like that was Dylan's question.
It was not.
That was his the
This is
symbiote or
actually-
cosmic?
No. I'm going to say which one is his. Yeah. His is
Okay,
coming up. Yeah.
Main Spider-Man 3
Ooh.
with the Madam Web cast. I feel like that cast could kind of fit in with Andrew and like that universe. And my boy deserves to get his trilogy finished, man. He deserves to just
Bro, how smooth would Andrew be on screen though? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like this guy's
exactly give
the
him
coolest Spider-Man.
and have him face like the Spider-Woman if they ever get their freaking powers. In my version of the movie, they're gonna get their powers, and that would be cool.
Fair.
But
Fair.
I don't see Jared Leto, Morbius, and Toby doing very, very. I don't see them interacting well at all with one another.
I feel like it'd be one of those weird like buddy cop films.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. So me
Wow.
personally, I'm picking Spider-Man 4.
Ah, dude, I gotta go Spider-Man 3.
It's fair.
I gotta go Spider-Man 3. I
Andrew
don't
I
want
need more Andrew. I need more. And Sydney. I'll take more Sydney too.
Fair point.
You
fair
said
point.
just the cast too, so that means Sydney could be his black cat.
No, they are no, they are like the
No.
characters from Madam Web, whoever they play. You can't have she can't be Black Cat. She has to be whoever she played.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Whoever she played.
I forget.
Shout out to how good that movie was.
Yeah.
I'm still locking in Amazing
All
Spider-Man.
right. 2-1. Fair. I think someone out there will appreciate a Morbius Spidey buddy cop film.
Bro, can you imagine those effects though? That's my only stopper. Is like I would never want to try to merge Morbius's movement with Toby's.
It'd be pretty cool if they're swinging and Morbius is out there batting it up and he's like, meh.
This little purple CGI guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm for it. I don't know. You guys are haters.
We need to find someone to do a fan film of this on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Hire
Oh my
someone
God,
to make
please.
it.
Please. All right. Next up,
Bully
this
Maguire and Morbin.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying though.
I'll put dirt in your eye.
They just start dancing. Mhm, both of them. Oh, I would love it. Love it. All right. Next question. This one is Dylan's question. All right. If you could go back, would you rather improve on Malekith in the MCU
Oh,
or
get
improve
serious.
on Taskmaster on the MCU? Malekith,
Taskmaster.
the
Task-
villain
Task-
of Thor 2.
Task. The darkest of elves.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but yes.
Bro.
I don't know shit about Malekith because I forgot he existed. So I'm going Taskmaster. Task.
I can't say the word either. I'm
say it.
struggling with it.
Taskmaster, yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
Too much saliva.
Yeah, I'm a 0.3 certify that one. Because I think ultimately Malekith isn't bad. Like, I don't think he's badly done. I just think the movie around him kind of sucks. But Taskmaster is just not done
Just
well.
one of the worst decisions ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Taskmaster could have been so. That trailer, I'm sorry, I just need to say this. On trailer alone for Black Widow, I was like, this is dope. Black Panther's claws. You got a
Yeah.
shield, bow and arrow. Where's the sword? I don't know, but Taskmaster's awesome. And I'm like, wait, you just got stalemated and you kind of had to stand off with Black Widow. This is weird. This ain't right. And then the origin is just part of the reasons why. Shout out Thunderbolts. If we could redo that completely,
It'd be so different.
that'd be great.
I think that's an episode we have to do another day for sure. All right.
And put my guy in New York. New York needs to be a thing, people in the MCU.
I don't know why it's not. It's really
I don't know
weird.
either. It's weird.
All right. Let's go through these three a little quicker. This first one might take a little longer, just of a thought process. So I'd like to see what you guys think. All right. Would you rather have a good World War Hulk movie, but at the end of it, Bruce Banner dies, or a good Smart Hulk series, but at the end of it, Hulk reverts back to his berserker form?
Crap.
This is definitely one of those pick your poisons.
Or Hulk.
My hero, what do you think?
I'm going
Honestly?
War Hulk. Sorry, I didn't know how long you were gonna take.
No, you're all right. Honestly, I have trouble with this one. I don't know how I have trouble with the own question I created, but I think both could be really good stories that they tell. But ultimately, I'm gonna go World War Hulk as well.
Same. World War. Sign me up. Let it be one and done. And if they move on, so be it. But
Yeah,
if I could see, that's on like my bucket list. I think we were talking about this before. Not to take too much time, but like X-Men 97 was like a once in a lifetime thing of like, oh my gosh, I never thought I would get this. And then Infinity War and that whole saga. My next like wave of, oh my gosh, we'll never get this, is a World War Hulk movie that is done right. That is like must see for me. If I got that, I mean, I've said I could die happy man now like 4 or 5 times, but I probably could.
Yeah, agreed.
That knowing Scar could like be the Hulk to take over, and after looking at that Scar Legends figure,
On that box art alone,
yeah, I would be all up in that.
yeah.
Sign me up.
Hulk definitely needs to save rooms, and I don't think we're gonna get it, unfortunately. So that's why we have to, in our mind, revert to these would you rather games. All right, second to last question. Would you rather try to survive a night in the kiln, which is the prison from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or try to survive a night in the hunt from Werewolf by Night, WBN?
WBN. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
rebranded to WNB.
Yeah.
Werewolf
Rose,
Night by.
we did talk Marvel vs. Capcom. But which one are you picking? Both are absolutely terrible.
I think I have a better chance of survival in the kiln.
Yeah. I ain't outrunning a freaking werewolf.
Nah, he's gonna sniff you out, man.
Yeah.
Got him.
Especially after these freaking last couple of days of barbecues, I've been stinky before I shower.
But he's just gonna be meat on 2 legs walking around.
Yeah.
It's a big meat stick
Yeah.
for WBN.
He coming after you.
Get freaking
Yeah.
Tim. What's that?
Ted?
Ted. Yeah, Ted.
Yeah.
Get Ted on me too. Ooh. I don't want that.
But do you get killed in black and white or Technicolor?
Ooh.
Oh wait.
Especially
I
if you
get
get
to
to take
die
a
in
hit.
black and white. That would be cool. I can't
Yeah.
lie. It changes a lot.
Yeah. I'll die in black and white. That's fine.
I was gonna say though, the problem with the killing is though that like it's just a jail with like bigger aliens and stuff. But maybe not everybody's after you. But in Werewolf by Night, everyone's after you. Like they're all coming for you.
Last hunt. My prison cell door opens. Maybe it doesn't. Is Dave Bautista gonna slam me on the ceiling and then the floor and then the wall and then throw me over the railing? I don't know.
And then Batista bomb you, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take my chance with that. I'll take my chance.
Yeah. Or maybe you just get Star-Lord to talk to you saying he wants your leg.
Yeah, I'd give him my leg.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll trade it for 30 bolts or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no big deal. Get me far. Next planet at least.
The kiln it is.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. A fun one, I think. Would you rather get a custom Iron Man suit made for you by Tony Stark?
Yes.
Or would you take a custom weapon made for you by Eitri the Dwarf?
I knew it. Oh, I'm sorry though. Give me a suit. Give me a suit and put me in any universe, and I'm a problem. But like, if he gets me like a double edged, so I can't pick up. Like what? It looks good
for you. So he like makes it to your strength, and like this is literally for you.
Daggers.
Made to your
I get
specifications.
daggers.
Hey, but you'd get like the best daggers ever.
Yeah, and I'd cut some cucumbers and make a nice salad with them. Like I'm not doing anything with that.
Where are you gonna put an Iron Man suit though?
I'd sit in it right now, bro. I'd go to work in that, no problem. Just like whoop 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 whoop. Yeah, I just whoop whoop all day.
Does the Iron Man suit come with Jarvis?
Yeah.
Friday.
Well, it's a custom suit, so whatever you want.
Friday. Yeah, I'm sold.
Iron Man suit.
Give me Iron Man suit. Nanotech, not nanotech. I don't care. I'm freaking flying to anywhere I want to go with that.
Pee anytime.
Card.
Recycle that.
Yeah, just in and out.
Fly anywhere. I can fly to your guys' house in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
you could all have.
Sure.
Boom.
But you can have Eitri the Dwarf literally make you an axe that caused the Bifrost to teleport you there.
Which I would need to fly
But
through with
I don't
my
know.
Iron Man suit.
Yeah, I don't know what type of weapon I'm getting, so I'm not taking the chance on that.
Okay, you pick. You pick.
Said, like a little freaking dagger.
What would your weapon
like
of choice be?
Ass back scratcher like this. That's just a weapon.
No, but he makes whatever you want.
Yeah, it's Uru Metal though, bro.
Oh, I
No
thought it was
itch
just,
will
like,
ever
he,
be.
like, chooses, like, based off of
No,
your vibes.
You pick.
no, you pick,
Yeah,
and then
you
he
pick.
makes it to your like specification.
I'm
White
not gonna
Saber
lie.
Bifrost with web shooters on it sounds pretty hot.
Yeah, if he's like, hey, you want like a Spider-Man gauntlet that can do whatever and also shoot web shooters while you're
the
at it, yeah, it's yours.
strange gauntlet, the strange Spidey gauntlet with opens webs and shit. Portals.
All right.
I got him thinking.
I would potentially take 2 Uru Metal mystical katanas, Deadpool style on my back, or just one singular one trunk style. I'd roll with that. Yeah, sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. I have no armor, but fine.
You do have a cold.
But
Double.
you know what you could do with those weapons? You could kill Iron Man and take his armor, and then boom, best of both worlds.
Bro, my guy's gonna see me coming from a light years away, and you know how much faster Iron Man is than anything I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a cool weapon like you made. You could legit make the weapon to be like Iron Man proof. Just throw a freaking EMP out there. Boom, he's done.
Until he like double leg drops you like Thanos on Titan, bro. My bones are over.
Yeah, that rocket power boosted punch.
Done.
It's gonna hurt.
Just double punch after digging into the ground. I'm dead. At least my sword looks nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll be honest. I'll take this. I'll take a weapon, custom weapon, any day. Though a custom Iron Man suit does sound really good.
No, when you say custom Iron Man suit, do you get to choose your weapons in the Iron Man suit?
Yeah, it's like whatever you want. That is within Tony Stark's like abilities.
Shout out Capcom versus Marvel.
Yeah, like if you want a giant, proton cannon, you can. But it has to be like within his wheelhouse. He can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna make Mjolnir now. He can't do that. I mean, depends on what version, but
so wait. One last
Iron Man suit with Wolverine claws and like.
So is this more like I'm Thanos getting a weapon, or am I Thor? Like, do I if I am worthy of this weapon, do I turn into like a Thor?
Eat both.
If I can turn into like a Thor-like character, then I'll take that.
Yeah.
If I'm worthy,
like taking a weapon. The more I think about it.
Yeah, I'm taking a weapon. I don't know what the weapon's gonna be, but I'm taking a weapon.
Damn, some shoes.
Could be. You just kick the crap out of everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll pick the weapon. I'll pick the weapon, and it'll be a bow staff. It's my weapon of choice in video games. So it's my character. Okay.
All right. Have a purple wrap
God
in your
War
turtle.
axes. Oh,
yes, it does actually. Yeah. Okay.
Anyone is more worthy than Thor from Love and Thunder. Very true. Yeah. Well, good choices tonight, guys. But that's the game. That's our. That's all the time that we have for today. Those Would You Rather Marvel edition. We'll probably do this again. Maybe another Marvel. Yeah. Maybe DC next time. Yeah. So
anime.
Real quick for everyone watching, would you rather like this video or subscribe to the Point 3 podcast channel?
Oh, they
Why
have to do both.
Both.
Yeah. No, they
Proper
have
answer.
to. It's not a would you rather. It's a you
must
have to. Yeah. Sorry, you guys don't get a choice on that.
It has been commanded.
Yeah. But everybody, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday live stream. We appreciate all of you being here, whether you watch this live or you're catching the replay later on. Thank you so much. Again, make sure you subscribe, you hit the like button. We actually really do appreciate that. It goes so far for us here. Join us on our Discord. We have some movie nights coming up. Logan, Deadpool and Wolverine, or Deadpool 1 and 2 before Deadpool and Wolverine. So a lot of fun over there this weekend. So be there. But until next Wednesday, 9:05, 9:10, maybe 9:20, depending on what's going on in our personal lives. We will see you next week. There's 3 things, though, that you constantly have to do, whether you are watching us or not. And that is you need to keep watching, you need to keep reading, and you need to keep nerding out. We will see you guys next week.